So once again, some not so good news. So I was just notified via text message this morning in regards to this subject matter, and it's plays right in line with what I mentioned several weeks ago. So just to rewind a little bit for those that may not be familiar with the situation currently happening in my hometown, Detroit, or in the city of Michigan rather in general, when it comes to auto manufacturing sector. And so just this morning, I came across an article, and as you guys can see, I'll put it all behind me so you guys can kind of get an idea what's going on. But we have General Motors. Just not long ago, a couple weeks ago, I think, I remember driving by a lot of GM facilities and seeing people outside protesting to get back to work. And apparently there was some type of deal made between the UAW and GM, amongst the whole idea that the UAW has a complete scandal going on right now. But it looks like, as of me being notified today, GM to lay off more than 800 workers at Detroit Hamtramck plant. So Hamtramck is a very small city. It's right off I-75. So it's a small community. Used to be predominantly a Polish area, and so it's one of the last remaining sections that's a part of the Detroit area that still looks relatively what Detroit would have looked like 30, 40 years ago. And the reason I say that is because I drive through there often, and actually played in a men's league over there. And so it's the only area that I'm familiar with off the top of my head that has a house in every single lot. Whereas you go through other portions of Detroit, there'll be one house, no vacant lots, or just gaps in between. But Hamtramck has always amazed me because those people clearly take care of their property. So once again, GM to lay off 800 workers, and so 800 is not a huge number in regards to the bigger grand scheme of things. I got some articles that I'm going to talk about later on the news session that talks about thousands upon thousands of laying off in the banking sector. But in regards to the automotive sector, as I mentioned, wherever the auto manufacturing sector goes, so goes our nation. And 800 workers to be laid off from the plant at a time where they just got back to work, that is not a good sign. And so once again, I remember seeing all the people out there hitting the streets, doing what they do, trying to, get more rights, more money, more healthcare, more everything at a time where I'm saying we're heading into a new decade where you can definitely expect downsizing to be a part of the equation, because every corporation, especially if they're cash strapped because of debt, they're going to have to free up some cap space somewhere. They're going to lay people off and call it reform and restructuring. And then we have the whole race to electrical vehicles. So I came across the article, thought I would take a minute to share this. So let me know your thoughts. So 800 for the Hamtramck plant, once again, I think is just the beginning, in my personal opinion, because once again, the debt is too excessive. Therefore, they're going to have to be creative with how they rebrand themselves entering into this new decade. And of course, everything is heading towards automation and robotics. So there'll be no need for actual people in the plant using their hands anymore. And so, unfortunate news, but I thought I'd take a quick minute, do a RTD quick take. Hamtramck, 800 people, not good news, but I did Germany last week. It's going to be 20,000 or whatever in Germany. Not good times for people who are dependent upon employment solely as their means of providing a living for themselves. But anyway, I thought I would take a quick minute to share this RTD quick take. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a comment, and we'll get things rolling from there.